Yes, it's your little old mother whom you haven't seen in over 42 years. Mother and son once again reunited. Two hearts entwined as one. And all this made possible by our kind, warm-hearted sponsor. How does she look to you, son? Yes, I'm sure sons all over the nation feel the same way. If you know of any two unfortunate people who have been separated and unable to reunite themselves because of unfortunate circumstances, drop us a postcard. The address is...
Great show you got there, Franklin. Just what the people want.
Give them tears and heartbreak. A good cry cleanses the soul. To think that I am associated with that fills me with awe. You know, Peter, I too undergo a soul washing after each performance.
Plus an increase in your bank account.
Yes. Isn't that a happy combination?
It'll be even happier with television. Susie. Susie. Susie.
Yes, Mr. Sands.
She's been listening to the show. Dry your eyes and bring in the Franklin Hopper contracts.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that the most wonderful program in the whole world?
Positively beautiful.
Hello. Somebody's at home?
Oh, come in, Mr. Marzani. We were just having a good cry.
The most wonderful cry in the whole world.
Ah, that's a nice Mr. Praskin. Enjoy yourself. You know, I always cry like a baby summertime.
Well, I do it all the time when I listen to that program, Surprise, Surprise. It just absolutely dissolves me.
I remember how I cry when I leave the old country 20 years ago. Oh, I feel so sad, the inside and out.
Yes, it's always sad to leave your loved ones. I suppose you left your father and your mother and your sisters?
No, just to my brother. But such a big crowd was coming down to say goodbye. Ooh, I remember just like it was tomorrow.
Well, 20 years is a long time to... You mean to tell me you haven't seen your brother in 20 years?
That's right.
20 years?
Hey, I almost forget something. Last night, when I'm making rounds of your office, I find your earring on the floor.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Marzani. You're a sweetheart.
Well, take a one to know one. Well, goodbye, Mrs. McNamara. Arrivederci.
Here are your contracts, Mr. Sands. Mr. Hopper, I have just had the most terrific idea for your first television show. It'll tear your heart out. It'll bring tears to the eyes of the crew.
Susie.
It has all the elements of drama, passion, suffering.
Miss McNamara.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Sands.
We are in the middle of a very important conference.
Just a moment, Peter. What were you going to say, my dear?
Oh, well, some other time when you're free, Mr. Hopper. Excuse me, Mr. Sands.
Susie, you can't whet our appetites and then leave us drooling like this. Now, what's that big idea for surprise, surprise?
Well, is it all right?
All right, Miss McNamara.
Tell me, Susie, all the heartbreaking details.
Yes. Well, now, you just sit right down here. Now, 20 years ago, a little Italian immigrant says goodbye to his native land and sets sail for America. He leaves behind a brother whom he loves very much. A brother who stands at the pier waving a tearful farewell to his beloved kin. Our little Italian immigrant is Mr. Marzani, the night watchman here in the building. He has a big family now, and he's a fine American. But slowly, he's wasting away for the sight of his beloved brother. Can you imagine those two reunited in front of the television camera? Those two wonderful, warm, emotional people standing face to face, seeing each other for the first time? Can you imagine the surprise? The emotional upheaval? Now, are you sure Mr. Marzani's asleep, Mrs. Marzani? Okay. I'll be over in a half an hour. But don't breathe a word to a soul. Secrecy is of the utmost importance. I'll see you then. All right.
you. Shh. I know it is you.
Is he asleep?
Oh, he's dead like a flounder.
Oh, good. Now we can talk about...
These are my friends. They are going to help. Mrs. Coluccio, Mrs. Allegretti, Mrs. Ascuzio, and Mrs. Marini.
How do you do?
Hello.
Maria, I thought we were going to keep this between ourselves.
Oh, sure. I not tell nobody. Only them, right? Oh, yes, that's
Quiet. We mustn't wake up Mr. Marzani. He mustn't know what we're trying to do. You see, this is going to be a great big surprise for Mr. Marzani. I suppose Maria told you all about it.
Hey, sure. Here, you sit down.
Thank you, Maria. Now, Maria, I want you to tell me everything that you know about Mr. Marzani's brother.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know anything.
What?
Oh, but they know. Yes, they come from same town my husband come.
Oh, you gave me a fright. All right, ladies, what do you know about Mr. Marzani's brother?
He's a tall. He's a short.
Oh, he's a fat.
No, he's a skinny.
Well, never mind what he looks like. Could you tell me the town where he's living?
Oh, I can tell you that. He lives in Livorno Marcianette Spezie.
What?
It's a small town near Naples.
Oh, well, how do you spell it?
My uncle, she come from the town. I got a letter.
Oh, thank you. Livorno Marcianette Spezio. Thank you. Well, now, can you tell me his full name?
Antonio. Summertime we call him a Tony.
Yeah, ma, sometimes we call him Puzzino.
What does that mean?
Stinky.
Well, I think we better stick to Antonio, Now, what's his occupation?
He's a shoemaker. He's a tailor.
He's a carpenter.
No, he's out of work.
Well, look, Mr. Moreno, where can I reach your uncle so we can contact him and get this information personally?
She not give you no information.
She?
The uncle.
Well, do you have an aunt or something living over there?
He live far away, Joyce City.
He.
The aunt.
Well, Mrs. Moreno, do you have any relative living in Livorno,
Yes, I got a nephew.
Oh, well, what does he do?
He's a mayor.
The mayor? Oh, that's marvelous. What's his name?
Charles Marino. Sometimes we call him Charlie.
But never Puccino. Well, thank you very much, ladies. And remember, not a word to Mr. Marzani. This is going to be the greatest surprise of his life. The brother's name is Antonio, and he comes from a little town outside of Naples. We can work through the mayor.
The mayor? In Italy?
Yes. The mayor is a nephew of a friend of the Marzanis. Well, I thought we could get the mayor to award Antonio a prize for being the most representative citizen in the town. And the prize would be a trip to America.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes, well, of course, Antonio won't know he's going to meet his brother in the program, and Mr. Marzani won't know it either. You see, this is going to be a double surprise.
A double? Did you hear that, Peter? A double.
Yes, a double.
Peter, there isn't an agent in New York, Chicago, or California that has an organization as efficient as yours. And this charming young lady is a member of your staff. And she's brilliant. You deserve all the credit for the choice.
Yes, sometimes I hardly know what to do, what I'd do without Susie.
If everything works out all right, you can expect an increase in your commission. Take my advice, young lady, and hit the old boy up for a raise.
Well, that's an excellent suggestion. Would there be anything else, Mr. Sand?
Yes. Will you remind me never again to interfere with the workings of that intricate little mind of yours?
Yes, sir.
I come to see Mr. McNamara. I got a surprise for her.
A bowling ball?
No. Bowling a ball, she says. is a provolone cheese. I make it myself. My own two little hands are like anything.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Well, I'm sure Miss McNamara... Susie. International artist, good morning. Oh, hello, Mr. Hopper. Well, I'm just fine, thank you. How are you? Yes? Yes, well, just a moment. I'll see if I can connect you.
Mr. Sands' office. Oh, hello, Mr. Hopper. How are you?
I'm at the airport, Susie. You'll be happy to know that Antonio Marzani lands in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's wonderful. That'll give us 2 whole days before the program.
I'm leaving it to you to get Mr. Marzani to the performance.
Oh, don't you worry. I've got that all arranged. Now, I'll invite Mr. Marzani and his wife to the show. And I'll pretend I want them to come backstage to meet some celebrities. He won't realize that he'll be on camera all the time. And then the shock when he meets his brother Antonio face to face. Well, can you... All right, I'll discuss it later. Okay, bye. Were you out there on the terrace all the time?
I come to see you. I got a present for you.
Did you hear what I said on the telephone?
Yes. I'm here.
Oh, Mr. Marzani, pretend it never happened. Just forget what you heard. Look, Mr. Marzani, this was supposed to be a surprise for you. Well, okay, you know now, but it still can be a surprise for your brother.
My brother, he's here?
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
He's here in New York?
At the Hotel Plaza, but you're not supposed to know anything about it.
Mamma mia.
I know. Just think. In 2 days, you'll be reunited with your brother Antonio after 20 years. Oh, tell me, Mr. Marzani, won't this be the greatest moment in your life? Just tell me the truth. Won't it be the greatest moment in your life?
Mr. McNamara, I'm not going to see my brother.
What do you mean?
I'm hate him like anything.
Oh, Russ. What do you mean you hate your brother? That's positively uncivilized. You cannot do this to me.
I don't understand why you so upset. I'm a hate my brother, not yours.
You don't hate anybody.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Now, why do you hate your brother?
Because.
Because there's no answer. Why do you hate him?
Well, we have a fight.
About what?
About, what's the difference?
What did you have a fight about?
Look, he's my brother. I got a right to fight.
No, you haven't, not after what I've done for you. Do you realize that I'm the cause of your mother being in New York at this very minute?
Look, Miss McNamara, I'm sorry, but, well, it's not my fault. I'm a hate my brother.
Whose fault is it?
It's his fault.
Why?
Because he's a hate to me.
Now a double. Oh, Mr. Sands.
What's the matter?
Mr. Sands, he knows about you-know-who.
What?
Well, he overheard me talking to Mr. Hopper on the telephone.
Oh, well, Mr. Marzani, this was supposed to be a surprise. So you found out about it, but all is not lost. Now, all you have to do is play ball with us, and we'll play ball with you. You know what I mean, Mr. Marzani? Now, you just forget that. Please don't interrupt. Now, you just pretend that you have never heard...
What is it, Miss McNamara?
Mr. Marzani hates his brother. He doesn't want to see him.
Oh, my poor, aching client.
Please, I can go home now? I'm sorry. Just to my luck, I'm a hate to my brother.
Mr. Marzani, can't you do us a favor? Can't you go through with the reunion just for us?
Mr. Sands, not only does Mr. Marzani hate his brother, but his brother hates Mr. Marzani.
A double.
I go home now.
What do you think Mr. Hopper will say when he finds out?
Probably lose the account. But what I'm worried about right now is what the newspapers are going to say when they find out.
Oh, it's all my fault.
That is true. You never said a truer word. $3,000 a week down the drain.
Well, you can take a little out of my salary every week.
Miss McNamara, what are your plans for tonight?
I expect to kill myself.
Postpone it. We'll go out and have champagne. Buckets of it.
I'll kill myself tomorrow. Yes, Vi.
Mr. Hopper's here to see you.
I think I'll kill myself now.
Not a word.
He's here. I've got him in a room at the plaza.
Who?
Who, she says. Who indeed? Antonio Marzani, that's who.
Oh, does he suspect anything?
Oh, he's a lamb. And what a type, Susie. Emotional. He wept when he saw me. Can you imagine the amount of tears that'll be shed when he meets his brother?
I could cry right now.
I, too.
Franklin, I think there's something you should know. Would you come into my office?
Oh, sure. That's what I came here for, to discuss the new contract. That's Susie's a gem. A rare species indeed.
I hardly know how to say this, Franklin. I've never been in such a dilemma before.
What's wrong? You look positively ghastly.
Vi, put me through to Mr. Sands.
Franklin. Excuse me. Yes?
Mr. Sands, have you told him yet? Oh, good. Well, please don't say anything. I've got an idea, and it may work. Please.
Well, all right. Yes. Good luck.
Now then, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Tell you?
Yes, you said you were in a dilemma about something or other.
Dilemma? Oh, yes, the dilemma. Well, I've been thinking of revising the contracts on surprise, surprise, upping the ante another 5,000.
Why, bless you, Peter, that's not a dilemma. That's pure inspiration.
Mamma mia, what a joint, what a hot dog. Man, questo è un appartamento di lusso, io non ho mai visto una... E chi sarà? E chi sarà? E chi sarà? Hot dog. Come in, baby, please, come in. Hot dog.
You are Antonio Marzani.
You bet my life I'm Antonio Marzani. Please, come in, come in. How's it come that you know about me? I just come to America. Oh, signorina, se lei sapesse, I'm so happy. Oh, man, I'm so happy.
How come you speak English as well as this?
My friends, the GIs. Yes, we are buddy. The war. Please, sit down, signorina. Sit down. You know, scusi tanto, signorina, ma cosa vuole? I'm kind of stranger here. You know, I win a big prize. That's why I'm here. Hot dog. You know me?
Oh, yes, I know everything about you. You see, I'm a newspaper woman, and I'd like to have an interview.
Ah, you're going to take my picture, huh? Hello, room service.
Yes, well, I first want to know everything about you. Now, your family...
room service? This is room 1800... excuse me, 1802. I want a big bottle of champagne and 2 hot dogs. Yeah. Grazie infinite. Oh, this is a very nice gadget. I say something, they bring it upstairs. Zing, in a moment.
Yes. Well, now, about your family, Antonio.
No, I said, I want to know one thing. I got no family. Never mind the family. Now, tell me, is Texas far away from here?
You mean you don't have any brothers and
No,
sisters?
nothing. My passport is good for Texas, no?
You don't have a brother?
Now, is it true that Texas is bigger than America? Yeah. I got a brother.
Oh, is he living here in America?
Yeah, someplace in America.
Well, now, wouldn't you like to see him while you're here and say hello and shake his hand?
No. And I hate my brother.
For heaven's sakes, why?
Because I don't like him, and that's all. We had a big fight 20 years ago.
Tell me one thing, just one thing. What did you fight about 20 years ago?
Please, sit down.
Now, what about your brother? What did you fight about 20 years ago?
Why you want to know so much?
And why are you so... Afraid to tell me.
Who? Afraid of me? I'm not afraid.
Then tell me.
No.
Something happened 20 years ago. What was it?
I'm not talking.
You don't have to. You just told me.
Say, what is your name?
Susan McNamara. And you'll hear from me.
Mr. Room Service, 1 banana splits, please. I'm not telling. I'm not telling.
But, Mr. Sands, I know I can bring them together.
It's too dangerous.
But it's worth a try. They don't suspect anything.
If they don't know there's a television camera on them and you bring them face to face, they're liable to start swinging on each other. Surprise, surprise, they'll be laughed at from coast to coast.
Oh, but they're like a couple of babies. They'll fall into each other's arms.
I can't risk it.
Well, can you risk Mr. Hopper's wrath when he discovers this fiasco?
But yes. At least I won't be jeopardizing the show. There's an old saying, Susie, discretion is the better part of valor.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Look before you leap.
Faint heart never won fat commissions.
You sold me. Go to it.
Yes, sir.
And now, Surprise, Surprise is about to present the greatest surprise of all. In a moment, ladies and gentlemen, you will witness one of the most heartwarming, soul-stirring, true-to-life dramas ever displayed anywhere. You will see two brothers meet after 20 years. For the unfolding of this drama, we take you by remote control to a secluded restaurant somewhere on East 53rd Street in New York City. Remember, our cameras will be concealed. Take it away!
Yes? Oh, I'm a look for Miss McNamara.
Oh, right this way.
Mr. Marzani, I'm glad you could come.
Well, I'm glad that you're glad. But I'm also glad I can be here. My boss, he's letting me off for tonight. Hey, now tell me, what all the big mystery, huh?
Oh, there's no mystery. Mr. Sands just wants to talk to you about something very important.
Hot dog, man. This is some joint. I got a hot date with Miss McNamara.
Would you excuse me 1 minute? Well, you're right on time.
Hot dog. You look like a movie star.
Well, you look pretty sharp yourself.
Thank you very much. A double-double.
If this doesn't work, that's exactly what I'll have.
Thank you very much, baby. This is a nice place. No,
Yes.
I don't have this.
Sit right here now.
Thank you very much.
I think you two know each other.
Antonio. Vincenzo.
You're acting like a couple of delinquents. Just look at you. Two grown men hating each other over something that happened 20 years ago. Something you've completely forgotten. It's true, isn't it? You've completely forgotten what you fought about. Well, aren't you proud of that? Warming a nice little grudge inside of you for 20 years. You ought to have your heads banged together. Now...
Susie, you're magic.
Isn't it beautiful?
Hot dog. You are a sight for sore eyes.
I'm so happy to see you again. You look just like a papa.
And you just look like a mom. I tell you, you look... Oh.
Okay.
Now I remember why we fight.
Why, Antonio? Tell me why.
This I'm dying to find out.
Don't you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing. Brother, what a payoff.
Remember when il papà ci ha comprato un orologio, una a te e una a me. Domani io sono venuto da te.
Mamma mia, sì.
Che ore è?